Hello, I am Kodili-Nye, the son of wonderful. Welcome to another vlog. This time we are bringing you a good news. This is a reaction video according to the Anambra State government media that the project of dualization from Agulu to Nnobi and Nnewi, the face the number one dualization, the stone base has actually commenced. Remember, this road has one contractor having Agulu to Nnewi and another from Nnewi to Okija via Ozubulu. But what we are receiving, the news we are receiving is that the stone base has started in Adazi-Nnoku. So let us go there and see what is actually happening. And thank you for always joining us. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I am so Kodili-Nye, the son of wonderful. Stay tuned. Let's watch and see. Yeah, you can see the stone base has actually commenced on the road. This is Agulu to Nnobi to Nnewi. This is over 30 something kilometer road, and this road moved from Agulu, Adazi-Nnoku, Neni, Adaziana and Stroke, and he passed also Nowa on his way to Nnobi, and you have finally Nnewi. So you can see the stone base has started, and this road was started around December, and you can see how fast they have been doing the job. This shows that those that were saying that this is an election road I'm not telling us the full story, because I think the government of Anambra State under Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo is determined to accomplish this road. So to dispel all doubts, you can see that the contractors are working. The drainage on both sides of this road is actually almost, you completed, because the only place left is some areas near Nnewi and some other areas, Nnobi stroke or Roku, that they are still ongoing, but they have almost completed from Adazi-Nnoku. My worry about their drainage system is the long distance the drainage has to travel, because remember, this area is fast developing with a lot of buildings coming up, and you know what happens when the flood water has to travel for a long distance. What happens is that it tends to overflow those drainages. So what I would have advised Anambra State government is basically to decentralize the drainage by trying to divert the drainage every between 5 to 10 poles away. I mean electric poles, because if they don't do that, what happens is that the drainage will always overflow and cause a lot of problem. And because the drainage is the same size, so they forgot that as the flood water move by, they keep on increasing. At a point it will overflow. So And because we have not learned the system of having water reservoirs that will actually curtail those problems, other countries that are more developed than Nigeria, or even countries that are not well developed, normally have reservoirs. They build artificial lakes that hold the flood water. When it rains, the flood water, first of all, are diverted to those reservoirs and the lake where it's contained. The speed of that running water will be contained and slowly goes through a channels of drainages, pipelines, and underground drainages. So, but the government of Anambra State has not adopted this system. I think I was opportune to speak to the Commissioner for Environment of Anambra State, who was not actually taking that idea. I don't know, but he should uh, learn about this idea, because it's very, very important. The nature already has shown us how to deal with this by having all those lakes you saw in many places, and some areas you saw, you know, areas that the water, something like marsh grounds and all those things. So we can actually recreate them in all those towns. Building some water reservoirs, dams, and all, lakes, artificial lakes, creating it as part of the, safeguarding our environment. Another thing I will also talk about is underground drainage. Like in these towns, the government can basically do some underground drainage that will crisscross this all this drainage, or some of them will run under this drainage. So you have this drainage running at a point. The first drainage might go underground. So at a point, the drainage, the underground drainage, will absorb some of this water that is flowing on the surface water, on the surface drainage. So what it does is that it will have to safeguard the environment from being overflooded, because the uh, the underground drainage goes through down, and it has a lot of discharge areas that it goes and discharge those water. So whenever it rains, you will not see the surface drainages having challenges. So these are not rocket science. It's something that they cannot also learn. That's why I always urge you to make sure that you share the videos from this channel, because it will help us and help our homeland to be a livable and a prosperous homeland. You can see the progress of the road. You can see that some areas of this road are wide enough, but some areas are too narrow. I will advocate that they should have taken this opportunity to expand this road much, because I am foreseeing a situation whereby this road will have also a rail line going to Oka from Nnewi. I know that under the present master plan, rail master plan, there's no train line, but the train line can also go on this place if they want, taking the advantage. But if they don't do it, why not make this road, some areas, to be like 6 lanes? I mean 3 lanes on either side, especially when you get to busy areas, roads, like you come to Okacha, the roads should have been 3 lanes on each side. You come to something like St. Andrew's Catholic Church, Adazinoku, that junction should be 3 lanes or 4 lanes in that junction. In Okacha, 3 lanes. In Oroku, Water, you should have like 3 lanes there. In Agulu, you should have 3 or 4 lanes on both sides. So you got to Nnobi Junction, that place should be wide enough, because that place will be an interchange both for road and the new master plan for the rail. So that place should be 3 or 4 lanes either side. So you come to Nnewi, the same thing around that in Quarter Triangle. You have like some areas 3 lane, and you get to going down to the near the New Okigwe Road, the same thing, and you get to Ozoblo, Ugwoye area. You have like 3 or 4 lane both sides, and also you get to Michael Junction you have 3 or 4 lanes, and towards Okijas were the same thing. So that's what I suppose them to be doing. So in order to, have this modern vibe about our road construction, so that we don't have the issue in the maybe 5 years after this road must have been completed, or open up for 5 years, you start having a problem that in each of these junctions you start having a problem. Because remember, some of those areas are business areas where the cars has to park, and once you get to that place, you have now bottleneck, which the purpose of this expansion will now be defeated. So that's my own suggestion about these things. It's not a rocket science. It's something that we can look into and take advantage of it now than later. Because in future again, you start having an issue of trying to demolish already building that people has put in place. Some people will say, how about the finance to do these things? I'm telling you, anything worth doing need to be done properly or done well. So kudos to Anambra State government under Professor Chukwuma Soludo, who dared to do what other governors in the state have ever talked about. They normally give excuses. Oh, this is federal road, this is that. We don't have money for this, we don't have money for that. But you can see that once you are determined to do something, the resources will always be there. So that shows us that the level of mediocrity Anambra State have had in terms of leadership over the years, because these roles are not a rocket science to expand them. If they would have, all those governors would have taken 2 or 3 of them and do in their own time, we would not have been where we are in this poor state of our roads and narrow roads all over the place. Some people actually speak to, that always discuss and say, why is it that in Anambra State you have more narrow roads than the expansive roads? That most of the roads in Anambra are very narrow. So what is happening? Does it mean that they have no governors over the years, or those people in the state doesn't travel around and see how roads are supposed to be? I leave that to you to judge by yourself. And what do you think? I do want to hear from you. I remember we are just watching the ongoing work at Agulu to Nnobi-Nnewi road expansion. This is a 4-lane road, 2 on both sides. So thank you for all your I think we will be holding it here. We might bring to you the second second of this part 2 of it. But thank you for always being on our channel. Remember, this is a reaction video which we are doing courtesy of the government media. I will see you in the next one, and God bless you. Bye. Remember to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. I'm still Kodili-Nye, the son of the wonderful. Bye.